Good morning. Inference. That's what it's all about. This is a final. Top 10 players. 1.83 the favourite is pretty much the market saying this is even Stevens. And I did say in yesterday's review preview, take on any 2-0 lead or 2-1 lead in this final yesterday. Boom. Yannick Sinner taking a 2-set to love lead. Note, the second set was won by a tiebreaker. Alcaraz not out of it, must win the next set to stay in the final. Wins the next set. Did you stay in? Look for him to cement that with a 2-2. It's like backing a football team 2-0 down and then equalising. Cherry on top, if you really wanted that, 10-2, very emphatic end to that tiebreaker. So you'd have got huge odds, 2-0 down, if you stayed in. But of course, as a trader, it's all about the first exit point if you wanted it, which is after the first set or even after a break in the third set. Cement the profit with a 2-2. Take the lot, turn into a gambler rather than a trader with a 3-2. But an excellent final. And even for the novice tennis trader, doesn't know much about the world of tennis, you can make a lot of inferences, can't you? Top two in the world. 1.83 the favourite is even Stevens. 2-0 is your key entry point because the opponent 2-0 down must win the next set. So a really good example of a perfectly tradable tennis match. If you just apply footballing principles to it instead of sets, think goals. Looking at yesterday, the Portugal-Spain final, Germany and France, it's a playing for third. I don't have a trading angle. I don't know if you do or not. Similar story, Portugal and Spain. Yet another headline act from Cristiano Ronaldo to get the equaliser. Again, he was crucial in the semi-final, getting the winner and getting this equaliser in the second half against Spain. Crucial because they went on and won via penalties. Alvaro Morata couldn't hit a cow's arse with a banjo, missing a penalty. And in the promotion La Liga 2, talk about needing to get a result, both teams. Not sure which side I'd be preferring to be with. I did say in the review preview, Racing Santander's home form is exceptional. Only really Cadiz beating them, and that was in the Copa del Rey. And indeed, a 0-2 lead for Mirandes. That is a good angle in. It's like taking on that tennis player 2-0 up. You're going to get low odds to lay Mirandes, big odds to back Racing Santander. Not forgetting this is a first leg and they are at home. Got to do something. You can't afford to take a 0-2 away to Mirandes in the second leg. So off we go, Vicente, before half-time. That's your first exit. And the Michelin man was yellow carded. And then we move on to the second half. 1-3, and we're thinking, oh, lordy. But look at the time. 56 minutes. Still early enough in the second half, and we've still got a goal from Racing Santander. Again, you could top up there at little cost to yourself. Maximal upside, minimal downside. And off we go. Martin getting it to make a 2-3. Goal disallowed for Martin. Was that the missing point? Alonso own goal. Oh dear, coming on as well, 96th minute. Keen to impress. Was that a corner? Oh dear, should have stuck to Formula One racing, Alonso. So plenty of potential in that Racing Santander Mirandes match from a trading perspective again. Looking on to today, and it's all about the World Championship qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers. Italy must win already, having lost to Norway. Norway are the eye catchers. They've suddenly clicked into gear. The divine ponytail Erling Haaland. Are they getting a tune out of him at last? Because he's devastating up front, isn't he? So both of those teams in their respective group Norway and Italy, very strong favourites. But do note, a couple of days ago, 1.01 favourites, Bosnia and England scraped through with 1-0 wins. So maybe at an international level, the short odds don't immediately translate to 3+ goals. They did for Croatia, they didn't for England, and they didn't for Bosnia against San Marino. We look at Kazakhstan and North Macedonia. Borat's boys might be in trouble today. North Macedonia in very good form. Kazakhstan having trouble scoring at home. So from a trader's perspective, Borat's boys are liable if leading. It's not going to be sexy time for them, I don't think. Kazakhstan, where's that second goal? So I would be looking, if Kazakhstan take the lead, to take them on. North Macedonia coming into this in really good form. Well, the Meghan Markle sound-alike did warn you about Belgium in their last match against North Macedonia, and that cemented North Macedonia's excellent early run. 1-1, Thibaut Courtois out. A few Belgian defensive players out as well. Is that going to play into Wales's hands today? This is a world number 3 playing a world number 29. So you'd think Belgium could do something, but with those injury concerns and the huge goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois out potentially, Wales might be given a better chance than 7.5 odds suggest. Belgium do have to start winning though. That's the problem. They do tend to perform very well at home, goals-wise as well. We've got an intriguing match here. You can see 1.8 odds. It's not rock solid Croatia at home, but they are good at home. Czech Republic, though, are on an exceptional run for them. Unbeaten run. Momentum is a big thing. Look at that. Look at those W's for the Czech Republic. Yes, if we dig a little bit deeper, it's very suspect form. Albania meeting the same side twice. Georgia, Faroe Islands, Gibraltar, Montenegro. This is a world top 10, Croatia. So momentum is a big thing, but just look at the sides Czech Republic have been picking out and beating. It's a bit like Wolves' recent form at the end of the Premier League. If you looked a little deeper, 5 consecutive wins, 3 of them against the bottom 3, 2 of them against Man United and Tottenham, who finished in the bottom 5. So just add that. Croatia look a lot more solid at home. You would be leaning towards Croatia, wouldn't you, not losing this one. Norway have been the absolute standout in their group, likely to take Estonia to town, I would suspect. Faroe Islands and Gibraltar, well, it's a big clash of the minnows. We look at their FIFA rankings. It's Gibraltar who are the worst of the 2 ranked sides. They do concede heavily after the 70th minute mark, which just suggests possible match fitness issues, and that could be when Faroe Islands strike. I wouldn't be looking at a goal before half-time, despite the 1.27 quote. Italy must win, as I've already said. If you look at their group standings, they are already in a spot of bother, and they've got the nightmare scenario of not qualifying. Oh boy. So we move down to Italy's group. They're 4th on 0 points, but they've only played the single game so far. This is a 3-pointer. You'd expect just to put them in line with Estonia, who are likely to lose today, but they've got a way to go to catch Israel and Norway. But they do have 2 games in hand, Italy, and looks like, are they going to have the minnows? Estonia and Moldova. Well, they've got 1 of the minnows, so you'd expect 3 points today. It might be an unspectacular win. You know what Italy are like. They'll be defensively strong, maybe steal a 2-0, but make it comfortable enough. Those are the main matches today. A lot of friendlies out and about as well. I won't be playing friendlies, but some familiar names. Scotland against Liechtenstein, and Morocco against Benin. Morocco, one of the top African sides. If you're tempted in with trading friendlies, do please make sure you use the in-play stats. And from a tennis perspective today, it's all eyes now on the grass as we're heading towards Wimbledon. So some familiar names: Hertogenbosch, Stuttgart, Halle, Queens, Eastbourne. They're all going to arrive, as you can see, London as well. So practice your trading. You saw yesterday's final was an excellent example of a very tradable match. First port of call, we've got similar odds here. So are you going to be expecting a three-setter? Look at the rankings. They look very, very similar rankings, don't they? Although Bellucci's mullet does give him a slight advantage with the ladies, of course. So watch out for a lot of lady fans in Hertogenbosch trying to get their hands on that mullet. You're looking at grass court form, of course, now under the grass court section. Is there anything stand out about any of these players? I know it's not recent form, of course, because we've just come through the clay section. Looking at Bellucci, he did put in a good run, didn't he, at Wimbledon? Only going down in 2 to Shelton and Landucci. Prior to that, if you want to really look in depth, you can look at the rankings of the players he lost to on grass. Compare that to today's ranked player, just to give you an inference of whether Bellucci is adept on grass but just loses to high-ranked players. Well, it doesn't look like it does. Landucci, 146. So we might not be getting much out of this match, but it's just to show you Tennis 24 is your only real place you need to stop. It's like horses for courses. If you're looking at a horse on the all-weather, you're not looking at his grass court form, are you? You're looking at his form on the all-weather. Similar story now under the grass court season, because there will be players like Francis Tiafoe who will shine on grass. He does tend to go deep in Grand Slams and prior tournaments, so watch out for him. The Aussies, as ever, I do like to follow Australians. They just have that fight about them, don't they? Particularly when it's even Steven-ish kind of a match. Stuttgart, we saw Fernley, Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall, one of the lower lights in the UK. I think Cameron Norrie, and the other one who's broken into the top 10, I can't remember his name. Mapeshi Pericard, coming off the back of playing in France. Struff, normally very good grass court player. I would be watching out for him. He tends to come alive, and he is a German in Germany. So I would be looking at taking on an Arnaldi first set lead there. It's just my personal opinion. But I have followed Struff, and if you look at his grass court form, you can get a good indicator. Regardless of his ATP rankings, he is adept on grass. He can put together some good results. Lost to Yannick Sinner and Daniel Medvedev. That gives you an idea of the calibre. Nakashima as well. And Bublik pulled off a couple of upsets recently in the French Open. So that, to me, is pretty good form for Struff. So I would be looking at him being competitive. That's it for the tennis today. Just give you a look in. I am still working on that tennis trading manual, but it's just me on my own. I've yet to proofread it. Have a great day. I'm not sure if you'll see me later on. It's all dependent on the kickoff time. I think they're evening kickoffs again. At the 3 o'clock, I'll be able to get. Do look out. There's plenty going on. Belgium's odds have even gone up while I've been talking. Potential injury woes there. I think Wales are very much oversold. And it was 7.5 when I started the video. 7's now. So somebody is listening. The injury concerns and the top keeper, Courtois, out. I think they'll be vulnerable again. North Macedonia held them to 1-1. So watch out. Strongly favouring North Macedonia today against Borat's boys. Will the Czech Republic's excellent winning run come to an end? I think it will, playing a top 10 side all of a sudden. Norway are going to continue along their merry way. In-play stats with this one, but the rankings, Gibraltar are 200 plus. And Italy is must-win territory. Although they've got 2 games in hand over the top 2, they still must get a win. Norway and Israel dominant in their group. Have a great day. I might see you a little bit later.